concludes in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, 13, and 14 NIV. Now all have been heard. Here is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. For God will bring every deed into judgment, including everything, whether it is good or evil. Building a firm foundation as a Christian living in the 21st century is paramount in your quest to becoming effective as an individual. King Solomon, the wisest person who ever lived, concluded, fearing God and keeping his commands is what counts. In our current social context as Christians, it's easy to get caught up in keeping up with the Joneses and owning the latest high-tech cell phone, thus losing our foundation for living. So easy doing that in America. Solomon teaches us that God is the source of our happiness and fulfillment. Did you know that the most important part of a physical edifice is the foundation? In fact, you can look at the foundation of a building and determine its future size, how big it's going to be, how wide it's going to be. Foundations are important. Now, according to Apostle Matthew in Matthew 6:33 NLT, it says, you should seek the kingdom of God above all else and live righteously, and he will give you everything that you need. Sometimes it's not so much what we want, but it's what we need. Now, here are a couple of questions for you to ponder as you meander through the course of your day. Question number one, this is important. What is the source of your foundation? Is it God, money, or material possessions? You got to really determine that. What type of life are you building, and how high or far do you see yourself going in this life? And finally, the third question is this. Where do you see yourself spending eternity? I believe that one way to answer those questions is to fear God and keep his commands. In doing so, we benefit not only today, but also in the life to come. Now, I want to give you a challenge. I want you to spend 10 minutes in prayer, asking God to help you to define your priorities in order to produce the outcome of him serving as the source of your happiness and fulfillment. You got to decide. You got to cut off all other alternatives, and you got to decide to embrace building a firm foundation. Think about that. In our exercise today, I want you to think about the reflection ball. Now, putting God before materialism ensures a firm foundation. When you put God first, that's what matters. Principle to remember: in our current social context as Christians, it's very easy to get caught up in keeping up with the Joneses, owning the latest high-tech cell phone, thus losing our foundation for living. Solomon teaches us that God is the source of happiness and fulfillment. See, when we put God first, everything else falls into place. Question to explore: what is the true source of your foundation in this life? Is it God, or is it the accumulation of material wealth? As you live your day, decide to live on purpose for purpose.